Myself is Vanita, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Humanities and Basic Sciences, Annamacharya Institute of Technology and Sciences, Tirupati. In the final session on water technology, we will discuss about desalination of brackish water and its methods like reverse osmosis and electrodialysis methods, and specifications for drinking water, Bureau of Indian Standards and World Health Organization standards. First, let us focus on desalination of brackish water. What is meant by brackish water? Water containing high concentration of dissolved salts with salty or brackish taste is called brackish water. Sea water is an example of brackish water. It containing about 3.5% of dissolved salts. This water cannot be used for domestic and industrial applications unless the dissolved salts are removed by desalination. What is meant by desalination? The removal of dissolved salts present in brackish water is called as desalination. Commonly used methods are reverse osmosis method and electrodialysis methods for desalination process. Now we will discuss in detail about these two methods. Firstly, reverse osmosis method. In this method, semi-permeable membrane is used for desalination. This membrane is made up cellulose acetate, polymethacrylate, polyamide polymers. The semi-permeable membrane do not allow dissolved solute particles, molecules, salts, ions, etc. What is meant by osmosis? The solvent flow from low concentration to high concentration at constant pressure is called as osmosis. By applying osmotic pressure 15 to 40 kilograms per centimeter square to sea water so that the solvent flow in reverse direction, that is, solvent is forced to move from high concentration to low concentration across the membrane. This means semi-permeable membrane does not allow dissolved salts of seawater through it. This process is called reverse osmosis, and the membrane filtration is called filtration or hyperfiltration. Coming to the advantages of reverse osmosis method. This method is used for removal of ionic, non-ionic, colloidal, high molecular weight organic matters. In this reverse osmosis method, removes colloidal silica. The lifespan of semi-permeable membrane is about 2 years. The membrane can be replaced within few minutes. The reverse osmosis method is simple, economical and highly reliable. Next, this water can be used for high pressure boilers. Coming to the next method of desalination of water, that is electrodialysis. This is one of the efficient methods used for the desalination of water. As earlier said, desalination means removal of dissolved salts present in brackish water. What is meant by electrodialysis? The process of decreasing the concentration of salts in saline water using ion selective membranes by applying direct current is called electrodialysis. This method is based on ion migration towards oppositely charged electrodes by passing direct current using ion selective permeable membranes. In this, the cation membranes are permeable to only cations and anion membranes are permeable to only anions. Finally, through this process gives pure water by decreasing salts concentration. Working procedure of the electrodialysis. In this electrodialysis method, the cell consists of a series of alternative cation permeable membrane and anion permeable membrane. Cation permeable membrane and anion permeable membranes are formed as compartments like Ca compartment and Ac compartment. Here in this process, two electrodes are immersed in saline water to apply electric field. Saline water is passed under pressure of about 5 to 6 kilograms per meter square between these two membrane pairs, and electric field is applied across the two electrodes. When electric field is applied, the positive ions moves towards cathode while anions moves towards anode from each compartment of Ca. The salt content in compartment Ca is decreases and salt concentration in Ac compartment is increases. The fresh water is collected from compartment Ca compartment and concentrated brine from Ac is discharged. Next, we will discuss about the major problems in industrial water treatment. Industrial water treatment is mainly for four main problems. One is scaling, corrosion, microbes, heavy metals. In previous session, we discussed about the boiler troubles. In that, scaling, boiler corrosion, we discussed. So, scaling means at high temperature conditions, the dissolved mineral salts in the water forms hard precipitates which are sticky in inner walls of the boilers. Scale is a problem because it insulates and heat exchange becomes less efficient, which wastes energy. So the scales can be removed by internal treatment like Kalgan conditioning, carbonate conditioning, phosphate conditioning, etc. and external treatment by using zeolite process and ion exchange process methods are used. Coming to the next problem, that is the corrosion. So corrosion means decay of boiler material by chemical or electrochemical attack by its environment is called boiler corrosion. So the corrosion leads to explosion. This corrosion can be removed by adding sodium sulfide and sodium sulfide, hydrazine and ammonium. Microbes. The microbes are formed due to untreated cooling water. Dust, flues, grass, fungal spores in water forms microbial soups. It causes many diseases. Next, last problem is heavy metals. In certain process like tanning and paper making use heavy metals. Most is used up, but some amount remains and gets carried away with water. The presence in drinking water is toxic, so it must be removed. Let us discuss about specification standards for drinking water. The standards are proposed by Bureau of Indian Standards and World Health Organization. We will discuss about one by one. First, Bureau of Indian Standards. Bureau of Indian Standards standard specifications for potable water. The following mainly objectives are followed by Bureau of Indian Standards. To assess the quality of water resources, to check the effectiveness of water treatment and supply by the concerned authorities are the main objectives. They applied these standards to drinking water supplied by different authorities, agencies, state and central government and non-government for human consumption in any place of the country. The various parameters like color, odor, pH, dissolved solids, hardness were checked, and also the elemental compounds such as iron, manganese, nitrates, chlorides, fluorides, arsenic, copper, cyanide, bacteria were also analyzed by Bureau of Indian Standards. The standard categories various characteristics as essential. All essential characteristics should be examined. The standards has relaxation in the specification when no alternate resources are available. The Central Water Commission provides a classification of the tolerance limits for inland surface water for the various classes of water use. As per ISI IS 2296/1982, the tolerance limits of parameter are specified for classified use of water depending on various uses of water. These are the various classes of water. The drinking water source without conventional treatment but after disinfection falls under class A. Outdoor bathing water falls under class B. Drinking water source after conventional treatment and disinfection comes under class C. Propagation of wildlife and fisheries water falls under class D. And irrigation, industrial cooling, controlled waste disposal water falls under class E. Coming to the World Health Organization standards, WHO, their main objectives are provide an authoritative basis for the effective concentration of public health in setting national or regional drinking water policies and actions. WHO provide a preventive risk management framework for health protection. The main role of WHO is a risk assessment in disease prevention and control. They summarize effective options for drinking water management. WHO provide guidance on hazard identification and risk assessment. WHO guideline for drinking water quality include the following recommended limits on naturally occurring elements like arsenic 10 mg per liter, barium 10 mg per liter, boron 2400 mg per liter, fluoride 1500 mg per liter, uranium 30 mg per liter, etc. Organic compounds like benzene 10 mg per liter, carbon tetrachloride 4 mg per liter, styrene 20 mg per liter, toluene 700 mg per liter. To this session, we had discussed about desalination of brackish water like reverse osmosis and electrodialysis methods and specification standards of drinking water given by Bureau of Indian Standards and World Health Organization. With this, we come to the end of lecture series on water technology. Thank you.